90-Day Fiancé. Everything to know about Yazan Abu Horira's new wife Leena. 90-Day Fiancé. The Other Way star Yazan Abu Horira is married to a woman named Leena after his messy breakup with Brittany Banks. Yazan and Brittany were one of the most talked about couples in season 2 because of the controversial nature of their relationship. Yazan and Brittany had met through his sister who lived in the US above Brittany's mother's apartment. While Brittany was moving to Jordan to marry Yazan, she had not told him she was still married to her ex-husband. Meanwhile, Yazan's family expected a traditional Muslim woman as their daughter-in-law. Brittany made no effort to learn more about Yazan's culture or respecting his parents. Yazan's family even took offense to Brittany's racy social media posts. When Yazan refused to end his relationship with Brittany, he was kicked out of his parents' house and fired from his job. Yazan even stayed on the street for 2 days. Despite the differences, Brittany and Yazan were together in the finale. Brittany was making plans to bring Yazan to the US and was going to file his K-1 visa. However, things ended soon after, and Yazan ended up romancing Lulu, aka Leena. Yazan started posting about a mystery girlfriend in December 2020. Yazan referred to his partner as Lulu. Yazan expertly hid his girlfriend's real identity from fans on social media when he first started talking about her. Yazan referred to Leena as Lulu, and commented, "I love you so much, baby," in December 2020, even though the show had yet to confirm his split with Brittany. Lulu used her own Instagram account to reply, "I love you," to her partner. By January 2021, bloggers like 90-Day The Melanated Way had shared pictures to reveal what Lulu looked like. By April 2021, Yazan informed his Instagram followers that Leena was his girlfriend and his fiancé. How did Yazan meet Leena? Yazan and Leena met on social media. Yazan was accused of cheating on Brittany with Leena, but he insisted that he had met her after his split with Brittany. Yazan had never met Leena face to face by then. They only ever spoke to each other via FaceTime. During his interview on 90-Day Bears All, Yazan bragged about how he was with Leena 24 hours a day. He felt like he was living with her even though he lived in Jordan, and she was in the US. Yazan was featured in an episode of 90-Day Diaries in July 2021 where he announced he was getting married. Leena was just 21 years old when he got engaged to her. She lived in Tennessee but had her roots in Jordan. Yazan knew that Leena wouldn't have been able to move to Jordan for him because she wanted to focus on her education. Yazan's father, who wanted to murder his son for dating Brittany on 90-Day Fiancé, accepted Leena and gave Yazan his blessings. It was certain that Yazan had found his forever person in Leena and there was no going back now for the Jordanian man. Yazan got married to Leena in July 2021. Yazan's wedding was straight out of a fairy tale. Yazan had shared his wedding invite with his Instagram followers, which revealed his big day was coming soon. Yazan informed his fans that his wedding was taking place on July 8, 2021, at his house. Since the wedding was happening in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, only limited family members were allowed to be part of the ceremony. Yazan never wanted to reveal his wife's face to the world, but pictures of his wedding were leaked online after the ceremony. Yazan looked elated to have finally married his dream woman, who also ticked the right boxes when it came to what his family expected from him. Yazan had his first baby in April 2022 with Leena. Yazan named his daughter Juliana. By December 2021, Yazan was hinting at having a baby. Yazan posted a blurry, filtered video with his young wife. He revealed his new look with his long hair, while he now seemed to be okay with sharing pictures of his wife with his fans. Yazan posted an ultrasound picture with the name Leena Abu Horira written on it, dated November 25, 2021. This confirmed that Leena was pregnant. He welcomed his first child together with Leena in May 2022. Yazan called his baby his Eid gift, and revealed that his baby's full name was Juliana Yazan Ziad Abu Horira. Yazan now lives in the US with Leena, and Juliana Yazan has moved to America and has a new business. In November 2022, Yazan confirmed he had moved to the US. He shared a picture of him holding a baby stroller and exclaimed that he was living his best life. Yazan still doesn't post any pictures of Leena on his feed, but he does share cute memories of him being a dad with his baby Juliana. In July 2024, Yazan revealed that he had launched a business of his own. Yazan was involved in his father's fish business back home in Jordan, but he now shared a new logo of a business called Fish Tent by Abu Yazan. 90-Day Fiancé. Natalie Mordatseva still deserves to be cancelled, her new career move doesn't change that. 90 Day Fiancé fans have had enough of Natalie Mordatseva, and she's done nothing to stop fans from cancelling her. Natalie from Ukraine often gets compared to the likes of Angela Deem, Jasmine Pineda, and Big Ed Brown due to her unhinged behavior on the show. Natalie is the controversy queen of the franchise, after all. She started her reality TV journey on season 7 where she'd given fans a peek into her dramatic life by throwing her ring away and still coming to the US to marry Mike on a K-1 visa. Natalie is so full of herself that she thinks her attention-seeking behavior is cute and likable. It's had the opposite kind of effect on followers. Fans stopped taking an interest in Natalie's online content or her romances on the show a long time ago. Multiple seasons of The Single Life have ended with her being unable to choose between her husband and her boyfriend. Natalie has the kind of storyline that is skippable. Perhaps if more fans let Natalie know they are no longer interested in watching her doomed romances, she might just take a bow on her own. Natalie's acting role in Spike Heels still shows she's out for attention. Natalie's play is controversial. Natalie is back to making headlines in September 2024. This time, it's because of Natalie having finally found an acting role in America. Natalie did have enough experience in the past as an actor and model. She was confident that she would make it big in Hollywood. Natalie ended her marriage with Mike just a few months after their April 2024 wedding because she'd had enough of the small-town squim. Natalie only ever thought about herself. She never loved Mike. She did use him to come to America. Natalie chose her career over a happy married life. She moved to Florida first and later to California. Natalie went to live in California a couple of years ago, but it's only now that she's got her big break. She also announced the news very nonchalantly on her Instagram stories by posting a picture of her with a fellow actress captioned, "Acting Life," and a different photograph of her holding a copy of a screenplay of Spike Heels by Teresa Rebeck as the stage for the production was being set up in the background. Natalie's sole intention here was to let fans see what project she was working on. According to Concord Theatricals, the play is a comedy of manners. It is set in Boston and explores sexual harassment, misplaced amour, and the possibility of a four-sided love triangle. Natalie herself is in a four-sided love triangle of her own, with her still wanting to go back to Mike while having a boyfriend, Josh, on the side, and with Mike already dating and wanting to marry his new girlfriend, Sarah. Natalie's own life story reads out like a comedy. When fans uncovered what kind of work Natalie did in the past before meeting Mike, it was revealed that Natalie acted in some TV movies that were based on themes of crime, especially murder. One of Natalie's projects had her playing a woman who would kill her own husband. Natalie knew that her past work would create controversy, so instead, she started telling fans that she was the star of 10 movies in Ukraine. When Natalie's desire to make it big in Hollywood with that kind of resume made Mike's mother Trish giggle, Natalie had a shocking response to her. Natalie is one of the most arrogant cast members the franchise has ever seen. Canceling her wouldn't even make a difference, because no fans are interested in wanting her back on the screen. However, canceling Natalie would also burst her bubble about her calling herself a goddess who everyone had to bow to. Natalie needs to look in the mirror and not see a big Hollywood celeb in the making, but a woman who's broken several hearts when all they wanted was the best for her. Nothing's worked out for Natalie, from her relationships to her career, for a reason. Natalie is a train wreck partner. Natalie has had 4 failed marriages. Natalie has never given her relationships any importance. She has always expected her partners to do as she wishes. Natalie also can't focus on what she wants in life. She started off her franchise journey wanting a baby, but midway through she wanted to become a movie star. Natalie's 4 failed marriages so far prove she is the ultimate train wreck. Canceling Natalie would help her take a break from the pressure to be perfect. She could take the time to figure out why her marriages or even her relationship with Josh never worked out despite several attempts. Natalie does weird and kooky stuff. Natalie wants to create chaos on purpose. Natalie has done plenty of things in her reality TV past that should have gotten her cancelled. She once cooked sushi for her YouTube cooking channel wearing a Chinese traditional costume. She was so obsessed with looking perfect on social media that she edited her face and body so terribly, she made it on a list of the worst influencer Photoshop fails because, while attempting to make her bust bigger, Natalie had made her head smaller. It made her look like Harry the Hunter, the shrunken headman in Beetlejuice. Natalie never learned from her mistake. Natalie has shamelessly continued to edit her photos and use filters that make her look like a Hollywood star. Natalie even promotes beauty treatments on her Instagram with filters on. Natalie's hugged trees on the show as well as promoted controversial businesses on social media. Natalie only does things that she knows will get her money. She has no business coming back to 90 Day Fiancé year after year when she doesn't have a relationship. A more deserving cast member could have benefited from being cast in 90 Day The Last Resort Season 2 instead of Natalie. Natalie's latest social media posts are nauseating. Natalie thinks she is an advertising and media brand marketing strategy expert. Most fans might have not noticed that Natalie has also updated her career choice in her bio on Instagram. Natalie now writes, advertising and media brand marketing strategy. Natalie thinks she is a social media expert because she managed to get over 349k followers on Instagram. Natalie's followers are not a result of her outstanding content but because of her wild antics on the show and because she's attractive. Not a lot of Natalie's followers compliment her in the comments. They follow her to laugh at her latest antics and to remind her of her past mistakes. Even if she's nearing 40, Natalie's social media content has just gone from bad to worse. If her using excessive filters was a problem, Natalie is now doing TikTok trends to dance. Natalie is even ignoring her fans' suggestions about her content when they are giving her advice that would stop her from getting cancelled. Happy Dog 1805 commented, Natalie, are you getting a second opinion before you post these videos? Maybe you should, dear, but, the very professional advertising expert, Natalie will never let a fan decide her content strategy for her.